Welcome everybody. Chess is not my favorite game, but I like chess okay. This is Shotgun King, the final checkmate. Now, although I have played this game quite a bit, I am going to start at the lowest level and play through it, so you can see how it plays. And the base mode is Throne. It does have other modes like Endless and Chase. So Throne is the one I'll be playing. I'm going to go all the way back to rank 1, no modifiers. Let's start with the solid. Firepower 4, firing range of 3, spread of 55, and the Black King had been an extravagant and unpleasant ruler. As years went by, more and more of his subjects were won over by the White King and offered higher wages and genuinely decent work. And then they took his castle. His knights resigned from their service. Even his wife, the Queen, abandoned him. Before leaving, the last Black Bishop came to the Black King and told him, "Thou hast been a bad king, yet thy reign is still holy. Thou shalt retain a claim over thine former subjects' souls, and we may yet have cause to fear thine wrath. Thus heed my warning, the wrath of a man as godly as might thee be, is ever his undoing." But the Black King was abandoned by all, with not a rook left to his name. All he had left was his prized royal shotgun, the shreds of his dignity, and the growing fires of the prophesied wrath. Ever my undoing, was it? Undone! Just what more exactly could I lose? In his dark folly, the king loaded the shotgun and went to meet his final checkmate. This game does follow similar rules to chess, as you might have figured out already, or assumed. We have, on both sides of the screen, there are slots, and you'll see what those are for later. But here is our current loaded ammo for the shotgun. Here's our repertoire of ammo. And these are our folly shields, which protect us from suicidal instincts, and they refill on each turn. The further away you are, the greater the distance of travel for the pellets of the shotgun. We have a power of 4. We have a range of 3 to 5 squares, and this is our firing arc, 55 degrees. You can move, as the king normally can, in chess. And I find that it's usually good to make a move early on. And as you mouse over the enemy units, you can see the hearts, which is the amount of health that they have. It shows you their movement. If you're not real familiar with chess, that's handy. And then there's an hourglass with ticks down at the bottom. That shows you how many turns there are before that unit will move again. And in this particular iteration of chess, the enemy can have multiple pieces move at once. Now our shotgun is empty. We can either click to load it without moving, or we can move, and if we move, we load from our repertoire automatically. When you have a soul, you can activate it to, for one move like a knight, or whatever piece is in the soul slot. See, they have one white bishop there. So I'm going to try to keep to the black squares. There we go. And the king has 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hearts. And as we move, we regain ammunition. There you are. Floor 1 is complete. Now, how this works is, when I choose, what I'm choosing is to give myself an ability, but it also gives an ability to the opposition. Rightful Courtesy, you get 1 more ammunition maximum, and you have a 50% chance to knock enemies back. But if we do that, then the enemy will lose 1 knight, but add 2 bishops. Or we can choose the bottom option, which is Hollow King. Create a hologram when you use a soul. I think that means the enemy will still attack that spot after you move. But they will get, I believe it's called Mangonel? Some sort of catapult or siege weapon. Add 1 rook. Rooks have 1 less speed, but rooks can fire a projectile at you instead of moving. And I'm going to choose Rightful Courtesy. And the enemy will lose a knight, but gain 2 bishops. Yeah. And these guys stick with us. Board. Just gonna fire around on there. So I'm gonna move to where I have to make a move away. Scare that one. There we go. I'll just stick to the dark squares till we take out the bishop. Now, oh, we got the knockback chance, and the enemy king was knocked off, destroying it instantly. 4-2 is complete. Philanthropy, we gain 2 grenades, but grenades deal 1 less damage. They get governess, they add a bishop, and pawns always promote to queens. Or we can get Nightbane, which is blade +3. And if we do that, then the enemy gets zealots. Pawns gain 1 speed, bishops gain 1 speed, and the card is flipped if there's no bishop on the board. So as long as they have at least 1 bishop, their pawns and bishops are faster. They move more frequently. I think Nightbane might be the way to go. But I want grenades too. And that seems like the easier one to defy. Is that pawns always promote to queens. So stick with that. Throw a grenade. Right over here. Okay. Only 1 grenade per turn. Okay. And you do have to be careful with grenades. You can hit yourself, and the grenades bounce randomly. Bye bye. I'm not going to be promoting any bonds this time, buddy. Once the king dies, they all die. Alright, we have Unholy Call. Add 3 pentagrams on the board. Trigger 1 to get an extra turn. Trigger all to get +2 firepower. That's really good. And they get Homecoming. You can't escape her. Add 1 queen. Or we can get Majestic Censor. We gain +1 to ammo maximum and gain 1 extra soul slot. But they get homecoming. She's everywhere. Add 1 queen. So now they get a queen. I like a holy call better than majestic sensor, so we're going on holy call. There are the pentagrams. So let's go. Ooh, what a good grenade. An extra turn. I'm just going to move down to the white square, so I need to get past it real quick. Oh, she did. +2 to my power. Let's see. Woo! What a shot. Now the white one's still got this spot, but I get an extra move. Ooh. And then I will move one. Last that bishop and this one. I'll watch that queen. I can't get up there where the king is. So I'm gonna go down here and get this. He's going to allow his queen to lock me in. Queen has me in check. I'll have to move somewhere else. That was a bad move. Don't want another queen flying around. Got the king. Alright. Deal firepower damage to a non-king target, the Wand of Wrath, and they will get zealots. Or get Kingdom Wealth, +6 ammo max, and kings get +2 hit points. But the enemy will get Manganel. I'm gonna go Wand of Wrath. Big fan of Wand of Wrath. Wand of Wrath deals firepower damage to a non-king target. Looks like I'm not going to get my firepower damage this time, though. Because look at these. I'd have to get all the way up there. Big grenade, though. Rather than deal 4, I'll try and wait and get more firepower. A lot of bishops. This could be messy. Ooh. That's another thing you gotta pay attention to, because you can destroy units at a range like that. But if you, like if I was to have destroyed a non-king unit and the queen was still there, she would destroy me. It's kind of tricky. Let's see where that queen goes. She's got me in check. Oops. That's where your folly shields come in. So I would have moved into checkmate there, or into check, which you can't do. And that's check. Pick this will kill me, but that bishop is going to put me in check again, so let's move here. Hey, 2 bishops with 1 shot. Okay, queen's gonna be a problem. She's only got 1 health. Sayonara, queen. Health for him, 4 for that, 3 for the pawn. Let's use Wand of Wrath anyway. Oh, this isn't the one I was thinking of. The one I was thinking of is a wand that it does damage to a whole bunch of units randomly. This does specific targets a specific unit. That's cool. Got him.